Hey YouTube, coming into the Great League team, chesnaught, carbink, and I started clodsire, and then I eventually switched to feraligatr. So basically, what I thought was like, I know clodsire is rank 1, but everyone's hunting with ground type Pokemon, and chesnaught can obviously beat the ground Pokemon. I'm like, you know what, carbink? I know carbink is good. It used to be a top ranked Pokemon. It's only dropped down because there's so many ground Pokemon out there right now. I thought, why don't I just like use like clodsire as a safe swap? Try and draw out a ground. Chestnut beats it, then Carbink roams free. Had some success with it, but then there's a lot of ground in this meta. So eventually switched to feraligatr. So we'll take a look at the battles for those of you who are new. I have obviously the IVs on the underneath the Pokemon's name, the moves, and to the right of the moves, the fast move, I have the number of turns the fast move is. So Rock Throw, Vine Whip, both 2-turn moves, and then the counts how many fast moves it takes to get to the charge move. So example takes 6 Vine Whips to get to the first Frenzy, 6 to the second, only 5 to the third, and 6 to the fourth. So that's how it works if you are new. So let's take a look at the battles. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. So look at that. Right off the bat, clodsire. So we are just going to stay in here. Frenzies are neutral because they're half ground, half poison. So get the first one off, does 50%. They're not throwing. They're finally throwing. I will shield the first one, even though they farmed up a lot there. So they threw the Earthquake. So there's 3 movesets that this Pokemon uses. Earthquake is guaranteed, and then the other 2 are Sludge Bomb or Stone Edge. And if they're throwing an Earthquake, it's because they got Stone Edge and Earthquake. So they don't have a move that can actually hurt me here. So both are resisted. I can take the second move, but a lot of chip damage here. Pangoro comes in. I tried to get off the superpower, but I think my game lagged a bit. So that happened a lot. And then I got to figure out where I want to come. I think clodsire is probably the better one. And if I can get off a second one, I cannot. That's not too bad. Clodsire makes sense because the close combat is resisted as opposed to carbink, which is half rock, which would be neutral to the fighting type moves. So out comes Eradicate, and hello. This is where just instant wall. Crunch is resisted. All the dark moves are resisted. It is a shadow. I don't even know what it's Hyper Beam. So Hyper Beam as a normal type move is resisted. If it was Purified, Return would be resisted. So they just have to throw, resisted crunches. Get to the Moonblast here. The only problem with Carbink, super bulky. Rock Throw is a hard hitting move. As you can see by the counts, basically 20 turns to get to a Power Gem and 24 to get to a Moonblast. So this stuff, this takes a freaking while to get to these charge moves here. Coming here to, I think, get ahead on energy a little bit here. I don't know fully what I'm coming in here for. Get the Stone Edge off this, we'll take it out. And how much health do they have left on the Pangoro? I should live a Night Slash from this range. And Pangoro is so glassy, I don't think that they can live an Earthquake from this range. So clodsire, putting in work there. Also Carbink just kind of walling. Raticate. Galarian Moltres. So coming clodsire again. Have Stone Edge for fly. This is why, why am I running Stone Edge instead of Sludge Bomb? If I'm going to use Carbink as a safe swap, if I'm going to use clodsire as a safe swap, I need to have Stone Edge for the flyers. Something like Drift Blim if I was running Sludge Bomb, and Earthquake would wall every single move, so I need a cover move, which is Stone Edge. And got the Gastrodon, and they had to shield up 1 because I held back. So I will let this go. Got a shield, drew out the ground that the Carbink's going to have problems with. We're going to take every move. I also see how fast I can do. Oh, and they come back in Moltres, and I think it was just like sort of borderline panic throwing the superpower because I have an absolute wall in a fairy rock Pokemon. Sucker Punch resisted because of the fairy. Brave Bird resisted because of the rock. They can only throw Agent Power. So I probably should have just come in here without throwing the move and just rock throwing down. They've got a little bit of health left on the Gastrodon, but they decided to come in with their Toxapex. Rock Throw and Power Gem are neutral, so we are going straight rock type moves. I want to be surprised if I shield one. Yeah. Rock throws are adding up. Power Gem is adding up as well. I have a shield advantage. Let's try to chip this as much as possible / get this out. Or force their energy here. So I'm coming up to the Power Gem. They get a little nervous not knowing the counts. So they throw the brine, take me out. And now I got to watch for the catch here. They just mistimed the catch a little bit. So now shield advantage, Frenzy Plant. This game is over. So chesnaught I've already kind of talked about in other videos as a core breaker, right? Ground, great lead. Machamp. Like this should be an instant swap. This is basically rookie city here. Like this is an easy clodsire immediate switch here. Stone Edge, Cross Chop, Karate Chop, all resisted. So I don't know why I even stayed in with chesnaught and took a move and shielded and then got to move off. Like that should be instant. And now because I wasted so much time, they're now burning the clock on their end because they're gonna get out of here and then get back into the Marowak. And now I'm switch locked because I wasted so much time. So not a great scenario. But I did have an earthquake. They're gonna have to throw a move, or else I'm gonna get to another one. And I do get to another one. And then if they decide to shield, I'll just align chesnaught that resists. Yeah, they do not. Rightfully so, because it's useless against my chesnaught. And out comes a Medi. Now I'm not gonna get you a neutral earthquake. So yes, throw this resisted Stone Edge. Any chip is good. Kind of a weird one. I'm coming in here. My rock throws are resisted, and their counters, looks like counter is neutral. And they get to a psychic. So now out comes the Machamp. So again, I'm just kind of forcing energy here. Let me see that cross chop, and I'm just going to get to any move. Any move will take out from here. And I'm not going to get out because these rock throws, resisted or not, are riding up. Shadow Machamp's just glassy. So I'm going to force them to throw here, right? They're going to throw with like a couple HP left, which is fine. Because now I have shield advantage. Chesnaught can come in if the game allows me to. I think I pressed that button like 4 times before they finally let me come in. The amount of games I lost because the lag was really bad this weekend. I guess not surprising considering it was like a Go Battle weekend and it was like a Play Pokemon Regional. Low kicks is a terrible lead, so out comes Clodsire. Yeah, it's a terrible weekend for lag and stuff. I didn't play as many matchups as I thought I would. Mostly because of the lag, mostly because I'm also have to do like 2 to 3 videos a day here. So take 3 hours off what I would normally just grind are now doing videos and stuff. So they stay in with Sucker Punch is neutral and Trailblaze is neutral, and they're buffing their attack. And now I'm not going to let them do that. So I'm coming in here, and they do not have an immediate answer, which is great. I thought and the reason I felt somewhat comfortable doing that is because if they had an answer to Clodsire, I would have seen it already. They wouldn't have just stayed in with low kicks when they have such a good matchup against the chesnaught with low kicks. Do they have it though? Because Sucker Punch is resisted. But like all my moves are resisted to maybe Superpower's neutral. Anyways. Carbink just taking the damage here. They're down to 0 shields. I've got 1 left, but I imagine I will just let this go and come in with chesnaught. Yeah. Take the super effective move, but just get a ton of energy. So if this thing comes back in, probably should have thrown. Well, I don't think I would have won CMP anyways against low kicks. Low kicks has such a high attack stat. But I will throw this off before they get to another move. And because they're so attack heavy, that will easily take out. And hello, zoom roll. Get off the frenzy. This will put it low. Not quite take it out. But I'm going to come in here and force them to throw here. And they do throw right before I get to the move. Now it's a race to the next move. They are a little slow to the move, but I'm pretty dry. Oh yeah, and I don't know which one I was on, but I guess I was on my 3rd one because we get to this move in the same amount of time as the superpower, but I'm like, superpower will take out here. And then Sand Slash. And this is maybe when I started switching. I'm like, oh yeah, I am double weak to Ice here. And an Ice with the ground type move would cause this entire team problem. So then eventually came with Clodsire. But like, no, yeah, Clodsire is weak too. And then I'm going to get hit. But I'm like, gotta let it go. So then I eventually switched to Feraligatr just because there are a lot of like... I think at this point there's a lot of Pokemon hunting Clodsire in this meta. So they make a catch on a Feraligatr. So now I'm just going to get outpaced here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right when we CMP, and I'm going to lose CMP. Yeah. And unfortunately, these claws are so hard hitting that now that they get to the move, I think a Hydro would probably take me out from this range. So I have to... Yeah, 1 HP. I gotta throw blindly. And I get a superpower off. Barely. But unfortunately, they have a Sand Slash and a Superior left for my carbink. So even with the shield, the shield's gonna get burned real quick. And I'm gonna be taken out here. So then I'm like, Feraligator's probably just safer and better, unfortunately. Which is kind of boring, but it is, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I think more people are like just the Azumarill, Dugong, A/#1 PV Pro Premier team is everywhere right now because they're trying to like just hunt Clodsire. So that's why I gave up Clodsire for Feraligatr, and that's why I kept Carbink. Plus, it is a Carbink showcase. I haven't used Carbink a bunch yet this season, so I want to test it out. Get the Ice Beam off. Lagging a bit here. Definitely going to commit the shield. Maybe find 2 shield and flip switch so that I can get the Carbink on the Talonflame. So that seems like an obvious alignment that you want. So we'll commit the double shield. Should get the farm down from this range. And they come into Talonflame, which is crazy. And they shield. So, okay, that's great. And yeah, they kind of realized their mistake right there. Maybe they thought they get to move on the Feraligatr, but I got a third. Okay, Dugong lead. So with Frenzy, super effective on my end. We're just throwing super effective moves back and forth at each other here. So they shield 1. Obviously, they want to lower my attack before they do take a Frenzy or a Superpower. Superpower is also super effective, so I would not be surprised if I go that next, and that is exactly what I do. Basically, let's see if you want to double shield your Dugong, and they do. And they still give up a third move because these superpowers come pretty quick. Probably won't be enough to take out, and they give up Switch 2, and that switches into a ground Pokemon. So thankfully, I do not have the Clodsire Carbink line going there. Able to chip here. I gotta worry about Earth Power, and I'll respect Earth Power, and it is Earth Power. So I've got a move coming out. I'll probably just almost throw a blind, honestly. Yeah, it is the Dugong, which is already pretty low, so this will take it out. And what do they have left? A second ground Pokemon, and luckily I get to move again. No, this is not a Feral. I love how Carbink's going to be in the thumbnail and thumbnail and title, and it was just truly Feraligatr sweeping that entire team and Carbink not even getting in. Okay, so we have a Moltres, which is half dark, so this is neutral. And going straight into Carbink, which is dumb, and rightfully so. I get punished, like 100%. That's going to happen. I never recommend people to do that. I always call out subscribers for doing this, and then I do this. Someone in my Discord, which is in the link description, has said, why do you, one of your videos you had like terrible fast move timing. Like, why is that? And why is that? It's do as I say, not as I do. Listen to me teach you. Those who can do, those who can't teach, right? That's the old saying. So I can't do, but I can teach. So listen to me as a teacher. Don't follow me as I also go through this. Not great. Going to let this go. Just an ancient power. I get another super power off, so grab a shield or take this out. At this point, I have to like immediately swap, even though Claws resisted and Sucker Punch is neutral here. But, you know, I got 2 shields, and I think getting ahead on energy is a pretty good scenario to be in with Feraligatr. And here we go. Already out of move. Drapion comes in to a loaded. I mean, Shadow Claw is resisted on Drapion because it's half dark. So I'm going to need multiple moves here. And here comes the second one. And now Drapion is very spammy. I may try and catch a move coming up here. Got to shield up a move. They're going to throw one and throw, or they're just going to throw their one right away. Yeah, okay, I've kind of figured that was going to happen. They really had 2 options, is either to throw right away or throw one and get to it. But I take that down and take this down with the Vine Whips. Malamar. Malamar is pretty strong in this meta, and every time I go up against it, I'm frustrated with how strong it is, and I have not used it again yet. Maybe I'll break it out for another team. This is going to be my last video this session, I think. But it is Great League and Match League Premier next week. Yeah, I had a Pangoro in the morning, and I got this in the afternoon, and then tomorrow's top teams for Great League and Master Premier, and then we'll do, I assume, mostly Great League, maybe some Master League Premier. People may be interested in that, but again, I posted in the Discord, I posted Great League videos up until Sunday morning, and then I posted an Ultra League video, and that Ultra League video went 10 out of 10, significantly below in views and click-through rate and everything. I honestly, I don't think I can justify showcasing Ultra League and Master League teams. People just don't watch it. It's Niantic's fault for making it so inaccessible that people are not playing. If they're not playing, they're not watching, right? They don't need top teams or teams to play with when they're not playing. So they're not watching, which makes it frustrating. It feels like I'm limited on what I'm showcasing, but there's enough Great League Pokemon and variety and people looking for teams that it makes sense just to keep running with those. So I will mostly, I think, probably like 90% Great League next week as well. Clodsire in the back. The only problem with Clodsire, especially when I've already been chipped on Feraligatr, is one Hydro does not take out. But Clodsire charges fast enough, and the Poison Sting's buffed, and the Earthquake, hard-hitting move, and Feraligatr a little glassy means this one will be one shot and taken out here. I think this may be the last battle. Yeah, last battle. Good lead. Hello, Azumarill. What do you have in the back? Drifblim. So coming in with Carbink, super effective throws here. I could have also come... I don't know, honestly. Both moves are effective, Shadow Claw and Feraligatr, and the rock throws here. So I don't know why I came there. I shielded because I really don't want to take a Shadow Ball from a Drifblim. That would really hurt. So I do take it out. I'll come back in with a Azumarill, but that's okay. Most Azumarils are running Ice Beam, Play Rough, which are only neutral. So Bubbles are super effective, but the other moves are, unless it's a Hydro, but most run Ice Beam, Play Rough, which means they are neutral moves. And I'm going to give up Switch, assuming they don't have a second answer for me. And Shielding Ice Beam. Again, I don't love this. But I think what I was... Oh, and they have a Digger's Beast. That's nice. What I was thinking, I think in the moment, what I was thinking was... I don't want to just let them bubble Carbink down, because then they'll come out with an Ice Beam for Chesnaught or Play Rough for Feraligatr, and then I have to shield that. So I think I just made the decision in the moment, like, if that's the case, I just got to give up Switch here to get this back in so I don't get farmed down. And with Diggersby, super effective Frenzy Plants, super effective Superpower, this will chip significantly. Now, do I come in and do Resisted Shadow Claws? Or do I... Yeah, so I'm coming to do Resisted Shadow Claws for the win. Okay. So that is it. I'm filming this Sunday afternoon. I'll probably do a few more battles today. Maybe I'll try Malamar on a team and showcase that later in the week. I still have one more team with... What did I use that team on? There's one team for sure that's coming, that I'll film tonight, that's coming for Wednesday morning. And it had... I forget completely. But you will see it Wednesday morning. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. I think it had Dugong, because Dugong is everywhere and it's super, super strong. Yeah, anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.